Now, while government sits around the table discussing how to help people, the United Nations have stepped in and is giving victims of the KZN floods hope. Hundreds of families are being provided with new housing. eNCA reporter Lethiwe Mdluli is following these developments. Let's cross live to her for an update and the latest on this matter. Of course, Lethiwe, we see this happening quite a lot where our government sits and tries to scramble for funds to be able to help its own people. Other people usually come and step in, and of course we do appreciate that. What's happening where you are? I see that there's quite a lot that the UN is going to be able to give to people.
Well, Masako, right now we're in Pinetown at a food distribution center for Food Forward SA, where the UN is working together with Food Forward SA to provide donations that are much needed to these victims. You'd remember that over 30,000 people were left displaced during the floods in April, and over 6,000 people are still living in shelters, and they do need these much needed donations such as food, and also they have been saying that they need shelter from the government and also those people who are willing to lend a helping hand. But right now I'm actually joined by Robin Coulson from Food Forward SA. I want to bring her in and ask her about the work that they've been doing to help those victims. Robin, thank you so much for joining us at eNCA. Firstly, take us through what you've been doing. I know that this is a food distribution center for you guys, where this is where you take this food and give it to the much needed or give it to the victims who really need this help.
Hi, thank you for having us. Yes, well, we responded to the disaster in KZN about a week after the disaster hit KZN back in April, and we were inundated with calls from people saying they want to help, they want to get involved, they need food, what can we do? And what Food Forward SA then did was we reached out to our various partners and our donors, and we asked them to come on board so that we could serve home-cooked meals to those affected by the floods. And for the last few months, we have actually been serving 30 different community halls where we've been serving one home cooked meal a day for just over 5,000 people in these halls. And our partners have come on board. They've donated generously. Today we're here because the UNDP has generously donated food towards this drive, and after this we'll be going through to some of the community halls just to see what things are like there. Things are not, it doesn't seem like they're improving, and we are doing what we can to help with our resources that we have within us. We reached out to our beneficiary organizations in KZN that generally we provide food to, and we ask them to provide these meals. So we provide the food items to them, and then the home cooked meals, they'll cook the meals, and then again they were challenged with transporting these meals to the different community halls. And what happened was we reached out to our partners to come and help us, so they take those beneficiary organizations with the meals to the halls to actually go and feed the people every day.
So we have been speaking to some of the victims over the past 4 months, and they have shared their struggles when it comes to donations. Some of them don't actually get to eat the food that is donated because some of that food is stolen. Have you ever spoken to some of the victims, and have they shared some of the troubles that they face in these shelters?
You know, it's very hard out there, and these people, they've lost so much. They're facing adversity every day. But what we ensure is that we give a warm plate of food in each person's hand. There is not opportunity for anybody to take the meal from them. So we ensure that every person in the hall will receive a meal from our side.
Thank you so much, Robin.
Thank you.
So, Masako, that is Robin from Food Forward SA, just basically taking us through some of the help that they've been providing to these victims. Of course, the UN has also donated windy houses to these victims. You'd remember that a lot of people that were affected by the floods have been saying that they need to be moved from the shelters because it's overcrowded, and they are saying that it's not safe anymore.
And it's been quite a couple of months, and those people, of course, understandably frustrated.